Chapter 1, Intro.
Why is it that every time I try to do something techy, it feels like I'm decoding the Matrix? Welcome back to the channel, tech enthusiasts and curious minds alike. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our growing community of smart home adventurers. If you're returning, you already know we're all about turning complex tech into simple, fun, and manageable steps. Alright, tech warriors. Today, we are diving into the mystical world of HomeAssistant 2025 and enabling SSH.
Don't worry.
It's easier than finding the TV remote in the couch cushions. Before we jump in, let me tell you, enabling SSH might sound like a daunting task, but trust me, it's not rocket science. It's more like assembling IKEA furniture. Just follow the steps, and you'll be fine. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's embark on this techie adventure together. By the end of this video, you'll be SSHing into your home assistant like a pro. Ready? Let's get started.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started.
And make your smart home smarter.
Chapter 2, What is SSH?
SSH, Secure Shell, is a network protocol that provides a secure way to access a remote computer over an unsecured network. Think of it as your secret handshake with a remote computer, allowing you to log in, execute commands, and transfer files securely, all while keeping prying eyes at bay. It's like passing notes in class, but way more secure and sophisticated. SSH ensures the confidentiality and integrity of your data by encrypting it, typically communicating over port 22, where sysadmins and developers gather for secure server management. In Home Assistant, SSH acts as your backstage pass to the server's operating system. When the regular interface doesn't offer the options you need, SSH steps in, giving you the keys to the VIP room, where all the advanced magic administrative action happens.
Chapter 3, Preparing the Battlefield.
First things first, make sure your Home Assistant is up and running. It's got to be up and running or this whole thing is going nowhere fast. Also, make sure your Home Assistant is up to date. You don't want to be that person who shows up to the party with old firmware. Now let's talk about Advanced Mode. You may ask, what is this mysterious Advanced Mode? Well, it's like the hidden menu at your favorite burger joint, but for Home Assistant. It unlocks extra settings and features that are usually hidden from the average user. If you like living on the techie edge, this is for you. To enable Advanced Mode, click on your profile picture or username in the Home Assistant interface to go to the user profile page. Toggle the Advanced Mode switch to turn it on. Bam! You're in the secret club now.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
Advanced Mode is for those who know what they're doing. Misconfigure something, and your smart home might have a mini meltdown. Proceed with caution. Think of these checks as your warm-up before the big workout. No one wants to pull a muscle in their smart home journey. Look at those gains. Ready to flex your tech muscles?
Chapter 4, Installing SSH Add-on.
It's time to install SSH Add-on. Head over to Add-ons, and then click Add-on Store in the bottom right corner. It's like your favorite app store, but with a sprinkle of magic. Search for Advanced SSH in Web Terminal, open it, and hit that install button like you're casting a spell.
Media loading.
Installation might take a few seconds, so why not use this time to grab a super quick snack?
Chapter 5, Configuration Magic.
Let's work some configuration magic. Since there are multiple ways to connect to your SSH server, I'll show you two variants. You don't have to configure both. One is more than enough. But first, let's fiddle with some toggle switches in the Info tab. Just to be on the safe side, disable Start on Boot. You won't be using SSH constantly, so having it disabled saves memory in your system. More importantly, it keeps sneaky intruders from SSHing into your Home Assistant when you're not looking. A win for security. Watchdog is only useful when the add-on is running, so since your SSH won't start on boot, leave it off. I prefer manual updates, so I've disabled auto update in my Home Assistant. As for show in sidebar, it's meant for apps you use daily. You'll likely use SSH occasionally, so you can start it from the SSH add-on when needed. Finally, leave protection mode enabled. And here's how my info page for Advanced SSH and Web Terminal looks. Variant 1. Password Login. This one's quick and easy. Click on Configuration and set your username and password. Remember, choose something secure. No, password 123 is not acceptable. Save changes. Variant 2. Authorized Key Login. As with the first variant, click on Configuration and set your username and password. Again, remember to choose something secure. No password 123 nonsense here. Now let's create an authorization key. I'm using Windows 11, and I'll demonstrate how to create an authorization key on a Windows machine, but it should be similar on any other system. All commands used in this tutorial are available in the description for easy copying. Open Command Prompt, type SSH keygen, and hit Enter. Leave the default file location, so just press Enter. Skip the passphrase by pressing Enter twice, confirming the empty passphrase. And voila! Your key is generated. Check the location of the file, open it with Notepad, and copy the key. Paste it into the Advanced SSH and Web Terminal configuration between the square brackets. Save the changes, and you're all set.
Chapter 6. Starting the add-on.
Alright folks, fire up that SSH add-on. Open the Info tab and hit Start like it's the snooze button on a Monday morning. You can monitor the starting process in the Log tab. Watch the magic happen as everything boots up. Once it's running, congratulations! You're ready to SSH into your Home Assistant. Mission accomplished.
Chapter 7. Connecting via SSH.
Before diving into SSH connections, let's make sure Advanced SSH and Web Terminal is playing nice. Click on Open Web UI in the bottom right corner to start the SSH prompt and run a few simple commands. Everything working? Great. No gremlins here. Next, SSH into Home Assistant. Grab your favorite SSH client. I recommend something user-friendly, like a butter knife. But for SSH, since I love keeping things simple, I'll demonstrate using Command Prompt to connect to Home Assistant with both variants I mentioned earlier. Variant 1. Password Login. First, double-check the credentials you set in the Configuration tab of Advanced SSH and Web Terminal. Open Command Prompt and type SSH username at your Home Assistant IP. Press Enter. If you see a message that says the authenticity of the host can't be established followed by a question, are you sure you want to continue connecting? Yes/no/fingerprint? Type yes to add the host's fingerprint to known hosts and hit Enter again. If you encounter corrupted MAC on input, don't panic. Here, MAC means Message Authentication Code, and it's just an algorithm mismatch. You need to find the correct one for your system. To check available algorithms, type SSHQ-MAC. For Command Prompt, I'll use mac-256-m@opench.com. Specify the MAC with the M option like this: SSH and MAC username at your Home Assistant IP. Now type your password and press Enter. Watch out for caps lock, as passwords are case sensitive. Boom! You're in. Run a few simple commands to ensure everything works, then close the connection. Password login check. Variant 2. Authorized Key Login. The process is almost identical to Variant 1, with one key difference: no password prompts. Since we're using an authorized key, Home Assistant won't ask for your password. To SSH using the authorized key, simply follow all the steps from Variant 1, and there you have it. You're officially in and rocking that tech wizard status.
Chapter 8. Thank you.
And that's it. You're now an SSH Master in Home Assistant 2025. If you found this guide helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more tech magic, and comment below with your favorite tech tip. Until next time, stay curious and stay connected. Happy SSHing!